A game changer is more than a player. They are leaders, visionaries and pioneers redefining rugby in Asia. From inspiring leaders to administrators driving progress behind the scenes, women are transforming the game at every level.
Match officials ensure fairness and integrity.
Players push boundaries on the field.
Medical professionals keep teams strong and healthy.
Coaches craft winning strategies,
And development coaches shape and grow the future of rugby.
Together, we're breaking barriers, challenging norms, leaving a lasting legacy. One role,
one try,
one challenge, and one story at a time.
and inspiring the next generation.
Welcome everyone. This is our third episode in the year 2025 for the Asia Rugby Game Changers podcast. We have a bunch of wonderful women who we'll be speaking to today, and that's what we do on the show. We speak to real game changers all across Asia that are really changing the game for women in Asia. I'm joined today by a co-host and friend, Nurlan. Nurlan, how are you? Welcome. And
Hi, Daniela. Thank you for having me. Hello, everyone. So, let me introduce and welcome our first guest from my homeland, Madam Aygul.
Hi, I'm Aygul.
Thank you, Aygul. It's really nice to meet you. Thank you for joining us on the show today. We're not only joined by Madam Aygul, we are also joined by Nahid. Nahid, where are you joining us from? How are you?
Hi everyone. Good morning. Good evening. I'm in Tehran now, and thank you for having me today in this live stream. And I'm so excited to share my journey, my rugby journey. Thank you.
Thank you, Nahid. It's 5 o'clock in Dubai PM at this time. It looks really cold where you are in Tehran. How's it going?
Yeah, it's cold, and and also, yeah, it's cold.
Okay. Last but not least, we are also joined by Fawzia today. Fawzia, how are you? Thank you so much for joining us on the show today.
Hi, Danida. It's a pleasure to be with you today in this podcast.
Thank you so much, Fawzia. So Nurlan, my co-host, will be helping with Madam Aygul and helping with some translation here today. I'm going to start with Madam Aygul, and we want to hear a bit more about your rugby journey. How did you get started? How did you get involved in rugby? What has been your journey from when you started till today?
Мадам Айгуль, к вам первый вопрос. Расскажите нам, пожалуйста, про свою регбийную карьеру, полную вашу жизнь относительно к регби. Как вы начинали и чего вы достигли в регби?
Мой путь начался в 14 лет. Я первый раз узнала, что такое регби, познакомилась с этим видом спорта. В 18 лет меня пригласили в национальную сборную, и я с гордостью представляла нашу страну на международной арене до 26 лет. Я приняла участие в 2 Кубках мира. Это было в 1998 году Амстердам, и в 2002 году это была Испания.
So, my rugby journey began when I was 14. When I first stood on the field, I had felt the magic of the game. So, at the age of 18, I had honor to being invited to the national team. And since then, I have proudly represented my country on the international stage until age of 26. I participated in 2 Rugby World Cups in 1998 in Netherlands, Amsterdam, and the second one was 2002 in Spain. These 2 tournaments were an important milestone in my career, and I'm so proud to have been Asia Rugby 7 champion.
С 2021 года по 2025 год я занимала пост президента Федерации регби. В настоящее время являюсь генеральным секретарем Федерации. Также в ноябре была избрана в исполком Азиатской Федерации, что для меня является большой честью и ответственностью.
From 2021 to January 2025, I was the president of the Kazakhstan Rugby Federation. Currently, I'm the Secretary General of our federation. In November, I was elected to the Executive Committee of Asia Rugby, which is a great honor and the responsibility for me.
Madam Aigul's
Daniela?
introduction. Thank you, Nurlan. We're going to move over to Fawzia. Just like Madam Aigul gave us a little bit of a brief about her background and how she got into rugby and what she's doing today, tell us about your journey.
Hi everyone, my name is Fawzia Faridon. I have been member at UA Rugby Federation since 2014. As well, I'm a member of development community at Asia Rugby, and now I'm enrolling in development program special for leadership in rugby, supported by Capgemini University. As well, I'm working at Dubai Sport Council as a community event section.
Thank you, Fawzia. Now we know a bit more about you. And then Nahid, can you tell us and your rugby journey?
Daniela, I could not hear your.
Sorry, Nahid, I'll repeat that for you. Tell us about yourself as well as your rugby journey.
Yeah, sure. Actually, I truly honored to be a game changer of Asia Rugby now, and if I would like to, if I want to say about a little about myself, I'm a former player, rugby player for 8 years, and from 2008 to 2016. But I'm a coach now, a rugby coach. I coach a female rugby teams from my own club, Fallow Deer Rugby in Iran, and it's about 9 years coaching experience, and also I had some experience from a national side, Iran rugby national side in the past, and in addition, in my playing and coaching experience, I have been involved in many executive roles in my union Iran and also in Asia Rugby. I mean that from achieving the best women's development awards of Asia Rugby for working as the head of development committee in Iran for 8 years to achieving Asia Rugby president's special recognition award in last year for what I have done in Asia Rugby between 2019 to the last years as a development committee member, part of Women's Rugby Committee, head of Gender Equity Committee, and also I'm a former of EXCO member in Asia Rugby. And it's easy to talk about our journey as a Asia Rugby game changer or World Rugby Unstoppable or a recipient of World Rugby Women's Scholarship. But honestly, all of us knows that it didn't come easy. But I'm sure that all of us have a lot of great moments during our journey.
Thank you, Nahid. I'm going to throw a question at you that came from our president of Asia Rugby, that is His Excellency President Qais Al Dalai. And he's asking, from a person who started as a player to a person being elected as Asia Rugby Executive Committee member, what can you say about your journey in just one word?
Support.
Support. Okay.
Support from from all people. Support.
Okay. Thank you, Nahid. Nurlan, we're going to go back to Madam Aigul now. She mentioned the Rugby World Cup and 2 Rugby World Cups, in fact. Please tell us, what was your experience like, your most memorable moments? What is something that you will never, ever forget from being able to participate in a World Cup?
Айгуль, вы участвовали в 2 Кубках мира, и расскажите ваши впечатления, как это было, какие впечатления вы получили от этих 2 больших мероприятий, которые произошли в вашей жизни касаемо Кубка мира?
Что, наверное, это большое счастье для каждого спортсмена, регбиста побывать на Кубке мира.
Participating in the Rugby World Cup was a vivid and unforgettable experience for me.
Участие в Кубках мира по регби стало для меня незабываемым моментом, одним из ярких событий в моей жизни спортивной.
So, as I mentioned, participating in the Rugby World Cup was a vivid and unforgettable experience for me, and so it's one full of emotion and adrenaline.
Я помню, как мы выходили на поле, и полны были надежды, стремились к победе и чувствовали поддержку болельщиков, с большой гордостью выступали за свою страну. Это была огромная честь для нас. Потом, эти моменты были, наверное, самые незабываемые, потому что это был командный дух и, наверное, одна из больших мечт, каждого спортсмена и моя тем более.
I remember how we went to the field and the full of hope and the aspiration to win, how we felt the support of the fans and the pride for our country. These moments of cohesion and the team spirit will always remain of my memory. Айгуль, скажите, вы участвовали в 2 Кубках мира? Какой из них вам больше запомнился?
Первый Кубок мира это был 1998 год, он проходил в Нидерландах, Амстердам, а второй уже в 2002 году это была Испания, в Барселоне. Конечно, самым ярким моментом это был первый Кубок мира, потому что, наверное, самый-самый волнительный первый раз, и для нас это, для нашей команды, для меня это было, наверное, самое яркое впечатление. Второй раз мы уже подготовлены, то есть я подготовлена уже приехала, но первый раз это было просто незабываемо. Это целый праздник, спортивный праздник, и, наверное, в моей памяти останутся только светлые воспоминания именно о первом Кубке мира.
So, most memorable Rugby World Cup, it was 1998 in Amsterdam, because it was my first experience at the Rugby World Cup. So a lot of memories, a lot of excitement. I got it. So for the next second, my Rugby World Cup in Spain, in Barcelona, we were ready to go. So, but most memorable is my first Rugby World Cup in Netherlands, Amsterdam.
Thank you so much, Madam Aigul. We're going to move over to Fawzia quickly. Fawzia, we'd like to know a bit more about your role at the UAE Federation and what do you do? What does it involve? What do you keep yourself busy with at the UAE Federation? What are you doing?
So since the beginning of my journey with UAE Rugby Federation, I was responsible for the Women's Committee. Later on, I took the responsibility for the Gender Balance Committee, and currently I'm handling the Rugby Race Road community. Over the year, my role has evolved to focus on strategic and development governments and fostering a partnership to grow rugby at all levels. One achievement I'm particularly proud of is the exponential growth of the youth rugby. We introduced a school or special program for the schools, and also we are proud of Al Maha team, where we established it in 2018.
Al Maha team established in 2018. I would like you to tell us a bit more about the Al Maha team. And also we have a question for you from Asia Rugby President asking Fawzia, what is the difference between rugby and other sports? So if you can tell us about Al Maha first, and then tell us in your mind where you see the difference between rugby and other sports.
Al Maha team was officially established on 2018, like the first Emirati women's rugby team under the patronage of UAE Rugby Federations. The team was founded with a goal of encouraging Emirati women to participate in rugby and develop their skill in the sport. Since that, Al Maha team has competed in numerous local and regional and international tournaments, achieving remarkable success tournaments.
And what do you see? What is the difference for you? What makes the difference between rugby, comparing it to any other sport?
Actually, it's a nice sport because it spreads like different values. like a teamwork and how to deal. It's a tough game, but when you play this game, you will notice that it's not a tough game. It's a fun game.
Thank you, Fawzia. That will take me to chatting to Naeed quickly and what makes it different and what makes you unstoppable as a woman, what we call it. Naeed, tell us your experience. There was a huge and still running big campaign called the World Rugby Unstoppables. You were one of the Unstoppables, which is an excellent, amazing achievement. Tell us your experience with World Rugby and this campaign.
Indeed, it was really a really good experience for me. And being a part of this campaign of World Rugby Unstoppable One has been a life-changing experience for me. Maybe it's the first time that I want to say that when I went to the London for the photo shoot. It was my first solo travel and also my first time going to Europe. And it was my first time my first experience for a worldwide campaign. And but all of this, as a proud representative of my region, Asia Rugby, I've had a privilege of making a huge impact in Iran women's rugby community after that campaign at that time. And this journey taught me to believe myself and also my ability. And after that, I could understand that no matter where you come from and no matter the challenges you are facing with, rugby connects all of us together. And I understood that World Rugby and also Asia Rugby is watching us, watching our union, and reminds me of who I am, and what I can do and what I can achieve. And also, I am deeply honored to have been recognized that as one of the 15 inspirational women and girls across the world in rugby, and inspiring countless people to join this incredible sport, rugby. And on the other hand, this title at that time gave me a huge responsibility to go forward with more power and encourage others to continue and go on in what they want and what they like. And for the last bottom, for the last line, in being involved in Try and Stop Us campaign, beside my friends in other unions in the region, like China, India, and Malaysia, and also stand with the others from other region, the great coaches, players like Stacey Waka from New Zealand, or other peoples from Brazil or Australia, Fiji. It was very, very huge and great experience for me. Maybe I cannot explain my feeling in the words.
Thank you so much, Naeed. Later on, we're going to be chatting a bit about why should girls play rugby, what to tell parents, why they should get involved in rugby. And I think you will add so much value when we go into the next question on that a bit later on. Fawzia, I wanted to chat to you because we're talking about different programs that everybody are involved in. Can you tell us about your involvement in the Rugby Rise Road program?
Rugby Rise Road is dedicated to supporting thriving rugby union in Asia and worldwide. Our multicultural approach focuses on creating opportunities for aspiring talent in communities and enriching experience and fostering knowledgeable and empowered rugby communities. Actually, we are focusing on 4 pillars like the infrastructure, referees development, kits and equipment supports, performance supports, inclusivity, and grassroots supports to help youth engagement and development leadership.
Thank you, Fawzi. It sounds like you're really busy, and all the best with what you are doing and the programs that you are running at the moment. Sevens and 15s national women's sides, Madame Aigul, can you tell us a bit more about your sevens and 15s for women in Kazakhstan?
Нурлан, так.
Про женскую сборную Казахстана по регби-7 и по регби-15 немного.
Но мы усердно работаем над развитием женской команды по регби-7 и регби-15, чтобы поднять их уровень. За последние 2 года наша команда претерпела значительное омоложение, и федерация прикладывает все усилия для достижения успеха. Я верю, что мы все сможем сделать в регби, еще больше сделать его популярным, вдохновляющим видом спорта для будущего поколения. Регби-7 и регби-15 у нас женское идет параллельно по развитию, поэтому мы женщин очень поддерживаем и очень большой вклад делаем всей страной для развития регби-7 и регби-15 именно в женском регби.
We are, as a federation, we are working hard to develop our women's 7s and the 15s program. So to raise their level to the high level. Our team has undergone the significant regeneration over the last 2 years. So, but federation not give up and they're working hard to achieve access. That I believe that we are together can make rugby an even more popular and inspiring sport to the generation to come, and we are more focused to bring young girls to our lovely game.
Thank you so much, Nurlan, and thanks, Madam Aigul. I have a question for you from our president, and he's asking, Aigul, when will Kazakhstan go back to its glory days?
Айгуль, президент Федерации Азии, господин Кейс, задает вопрос вам. Когда команда Казахстана вернется на свое место, когда они выступали хорошо, когда
В ближайшее будущее, я надеюсь, с приходом нового президента Федерации Республики Казахстан по регби, мы сейчас делаем большой акцент, вклад именно в женское регби, поэтому, надеюсь, следующие азиатские игры будут для нас очень хорошие, показательные, и мы обязательно войдем в тройку сильнейших команд Азии.
So, thank you very much for the question, Mr. President. So we are working, as we mentioned, we are working hard now. We have new president of federation who came, and he is supporting us. So, as I said, we are all of us focusing to develop our women's team, and our target is to get top place at the Asian Games. So hopefully, inshallah, we go in.
Thank you very much, Nolan. Thank you, Madam Aigul. I wanted to move over to Fawzia and for her to tell us a bit more about the future plans, since we're talking about future and hard work and all the plans that people are putting into place to grow the game for women. What is your future plans and what do you see happening ahead for women's rugby in the UAE?
Our vision is to make a UAE rugby hub in Asia. We aim to host a World Rugby Cup 7 event as well and increase the female participation by 2026. And I dream also to see UAE qualify for the World Rugby Cup.
Thank you so much, Fawzia. We're going to move over to what we always do on the show. It's called rapid fire questions. So I'm going to go through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 questions. Very easy. Nurlan, I don't know, because it's rapid fire, it's quick. So I don't know if you want to answer on behalf of Madam Aigul, because everybody kind of answers at the same time.
Let's try to do that. Let's try. Hopefully she can do that.
Okay, sorry. Okay, sorry about that. So let's go into rapid fire. Very easy questions. First question is sevens or 15?
7.
15.
7th.
15.
Okay, our next question is what is your favorite food?
Tom Yum.
Shirin polo, it's an Iranian food.
Sushi.
Sushi, okay, wow. Thank you, Fozia. Nolan, you're welcome to also share your favorite food with us.
Yes, next 2 weeks I'm in Dubai, and hopefully.
Okay. Spicy or not spicy? What do you prefer?
Not spicy.
Not spicy.
Not spicy as well.
Okay. And then I'll give everyone a chance. Who is your favorite female rugby player?
Stacy Vaaka.
Portia Woodman. Still Portia Woodman.
Shog Ali, she's started from Almaha team and now she's in the national team.
Thank you. And a last question, favorite male rugby player?
John Alamu.
Faf, de Klerk, South Africa.
Wow.
Majid Al Bloushi from UAE rugby team. He's the best.
Thank you so much for sharing that with us. Nahid, I'm going to go to you, and I think you shared really inspiring messages about what the Try and Stop Us campaign did for you, how it really grew you. And we want to know what has motivated you to work on women's rugby in Iran, especially, and at the Asia Rugby as the former head of Gender Equity Committee. And with the story that you've also told, can you tell us why should girls play rugby?
Which one I should
No,
talk
you
first?
can start with what made you
Kidding, yeah.
work and
No, kidding.
what motivated you.
Yeah, my motivation to work on women's rugby in Iran and also at Asia Rugby as the former head of Gender Equity Committee comes from a deep belief in power of sport to transform lives and also break the barriers. And I witnessed the challenges women and girls faced in accessing opportunity, especially in sport. And rugby as a sport built on teamwork and empowerment become a vehicle for change. And in Iran, I saw the untapped potential of women who were eager to play, eager to lead, and also eager to excel in rugby. And despite cultural challenges, the woman showed incredible courage and determination. And their passion inspired me to go on for developing or lead women and girls in rugby. And but at Asia Rugby, to be honest, my role allowed me to amplify this work on a larger scale. And I was driven by the vision of a more inclusive rugby community where women, regardless of their background, could access the same opportunities as men. And whether it was through policy changes or grassroots programs or etc. And my goal was to ensure that women's rugby was not just supported but celebrated. And to be honest, at first, when I started to work for Gender Equity Committee in Asia Rugby, I thought that we should work for men and women at the same level. But after further investigation, I realized that women still need to be seen, still need to be heard, and also still need to be given more opportunities. And yeah, that's it. This is my experience. And about why should girls play rugby? I would like to answer why not at first. And in continue, rugby I believe that rugby teaches girls that they are unstoppable, and it's a game where strength, strategy, and sisterhood come together to create something extraordinary. And I believe that girls should play rugby. They should enjoy. They should break the barriers with this sport, this incredible sport, and remember, all sports are for both men and women, not just for men.
Thank you, Nahid,
You're
for
welcome.
sharing that and for motivating more girls to play rugby. Fawzia, just like Nahid also said, why do you think girls should play rugby? I mean, you started a team from absolute scratch. Why should girls play rugby? And if you have parents out there that you could maybe encourage to say your child should play rugby, what is your message to them? And Fawzia, please, because we have a lot of people tuned in, we have people listening from everywhere. I think the encouragement will be very, very strong if you can do it in Arabic.
اوكي رياضة الركبي رياضة للجميع، للشباب وأيضا للفتيات. رياضة ممتعة تنمي روح الفريق وتعزز أيضا روح التعاون بين اللاعبين. ندعو جميع الفتيات لمشاركتنا والانضمام لعائلتنا عائلة الركبي والاستمتاع بهذه الرياضة اللي طبعا تلاقي انتشار كبير في الإمارات وخاصة في إمارة دبي. والأهالي بعد أن ندعوهم أيضا لزيارتنا في المهرجانات للتعرف أكثر على رياضة الركبي وأهميتها على الصحة والجسدية.
Thank you, Fawzia. And the same for Madam Aigul. Why should girls play rugby, and what encouragement do you have for parents who are maybe still thinking, should they not? What would you tell parents? And you are more than welcome to do it in your home language.
давай, Гульматханна, говори.
Aigul, you're on mute. If you could just unmute yourself, please.
Не слышно, Айгуматханов, у вас там мьют куча.
Девочки в регби занимаются для того, чтобы получить хорошую физическую подготовку, быть сильной духом. Это коллективный вид спорта. Они приобретают хорошие навыки для общения в коллективе. Это сплоченность, это дружба, находят себе подруг. И свобода. Свобода регби – это свобода.
Thank you, Ms. Aigul. Thank you to Nahid. Thank you to Fawzia as well for encouraging a lot of people out there, a lot of girls, a lot of parents to get into the game of rugby. We have some comments. I know that Sarah, who joined us last week on the show, she sends her regards. She says, well done, Nahid. Thank you for all the work. Fawzia, thanks for all the information. Nahid, truly inspiring. You are breaking barriers,
Thank you.
constantly breaking barriers. Keep up all the great work which you are doing. We got one from Sadiq off of Facebook. He says, nice work, Nahid. And he's watching all the way from Afghanistan. One from Sarah. Fawzia, thanks for all the information. Please look out for my email about the partnership.
Definitely will do. Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you. Okay, if there's, does anybody have any closing remarks? Thank you so much for joining us today on this third program that we have for the year. It's been truly inspiring, as it always is. Sarah also says, let's go game changers. President Case coming through saying that you are our heroes. So thank you so much for the hard work that you are putting in.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you,
Thank you.
Mr. President. Daniela,
Thank you, Daniel. Thank you, Nurlan, for helping to translate.
Thank you, Nulan. You've been a great help, Nulan. Thank you so much. And we'll see you on the show again sometimes. Thank you and keep up the good work.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
A game changer is more than a player. They are leaders, visionaries, and pioneers redefining rugby in Asia. From inspiring leaders to administrators driving progress behind the scenes, women are transforming the game at every level.
Match officials ensure fairness and integrity.
Players push boundaries on the field.
Medical professionals keep teams strong and healthy.
Coaches craft winning strategies.
And development coaches shape and grow the future of rugby.
Together, we're breaking barriers, challenging norms, leaving a lasting legacy. One role,
One try,
one challenge, and one story at a time.
and inspiring the next generation.